So this is a 2001 GMC Sierra SL 3500 four-wheel drive chassis cab. I ordered this new from my local GM dealership when the new body style became available, and spec'd it out just like we wanted. It is the 12,000 GVW chassis cab, four-wheel disc brakes, 16-inch wheels, 8 lug hubs. It's got the heavy-duty springs up front, snowplow prep package, heavy-duty springs in back, overloads. It's got about 45,500, 600 miles on it right now. That's, of course, original one-owner miles. We've used it here locally. Traveled a bit to and from different job sites in different parts of the Midwest, but never real far. Maybe 150, 180 miles, something like that. Mainly used it for hauling mulch, occasionally topsoil, leaves, trees and shrubs, both cut up and dead and removed, as well as new ones for landscape projects. It tows well. You can't really feel the trailer's back there unless it's real heavy, because the truck is so heavy. It weighs about 9,000 pounds empty. But you can feel it going up hills. You can feel especially with the load, the engine definitely has to work to pull it, but it doesn't have any problem pulling it. The 6-liter motor is not a real super torquey motor. It's more of a revving motor, and it does well, especially with the reprogramming that we did to it. We had westersgarage.com out of, I think they're in Tinley, Alberta, in Canada. Reprogram the ECM. We sent it off to them, and then they sent it back. I believe that's how we did this one. And it came back with a lot more torque, a lot more low-end power, and better mileage. I have no idea what kind of mileage it gets, but I just know that we didn't have to stop anywhere near as much, and we hit the trip odometer each time where we refuel, and we were doing that a lot less. It does have 40-gallon tank, twin tanks, front and rear, so not 40-gallon tank, 40-gallon twin tanks. It's got the trailer mirrors, the cab lights, and it's got a 2 or 3 yard, I can't remember how they classify it, dumping body on the back. It's hydraulic, electric over hydraulic, power up and power down, which is really nice. We've got another unit that is, 2 other units that are power up and gravity down, and you got to be careful with those if you're dumping a partial load, or they'll slam down real hard. There is some corrosion on the truck bed, but nowhere where it's structural. You can see some here and there in the, I don't know, the drip edge, I guess I'd call it, of the metal here. That's real thin, mostly trim metal, but that's about the only place. The same place on the other side. The bed's had no cosmetic work on it except for some paint. Hasn't had any structural work on it either. It's solid and strong. Twin tanks on the driver's side here. Tires, they're Goodyear Wranglers. I think they're Silent Armors. They're 215, 85/16, an E-rated 10-ply tire, which is what this truck really needs and has to have. Good tread on them on the back. Cab corners, solid as a rock. You can see where there's a little bit of paint chip in some spots from rocks, but all good there. We run mud flaps on them for that reason. Front tires in good shape as well. Brakes are good, front and rear. Does have a couple of dents here in the hood, a couple of rock chips. This is from a parking lot incident many years ago. I think it was 2004. You can also see it here and here. Nothing that's a big deal by any means, just a little bit of cosmetic, and not enough that we've wanted to redo it or have it repainted. Tires again in good shape. Mud flaps, there's a little scratch right there. All in all, great shape. It's really nice to see one that's this old that's been this well kept. The truck beds, this one's got fold down sides. We haven't used them. It's one of those things that sounded like a good idea, and I don't know, never really made it happen. It does have a tow platform, tow hitch in the back, brake controller inside. It's wired for new style fat 6-way plug. Chains and 3-way acting tailgate. Bed's in good shape inside. It's got some corrosion, some surface rust here and there, but no rust through at any point at all. It's all still real solid. It'll hold anything you can put in there and dump it fine. We've got sideboards for it as well that go up to the top of the headache wrap and the cab shield, which are real nice. Inside does not have power windows or door locks. It's the standard inside, rubber floor mat, manual transfer case. Does have air conditioning. Turn that on. Now that feels nice. It's 90 plus degrees out today, so that feels good. AM/FM stereo. There's your miles per on it now. 45,591. 91.4 on the trip odometer. Does have trans temperature gauge. A couple other switches we put in. I think this is for a strobe light or for a backup light. I can't remember which. Does have brake controller. Inside, it's got the fold-down armrest, which is a deluxe option, especially on the SL. And it has storage inside for whatever you want to put in. And that's super handy and nice to have. It does have room for 3. Let's see. Glove box, grab rails, vanity mirrors. AC's feeling nice. Does have 2 cup holders here. 4-wheel drive works great. I can demonstrate that here in a bit. Parking brake works. Hood, door pockets. And check out inside the hood. Now here's the from the builder. Tri-State Truck is who we had built it in Evansville, Indiana. But that's a picture that's in the auction, so you can look at it there. No cracks in the windshield. See, that's clean. As far as I know, every single light works. Works well. Brake lights, turn signals, hazards. Overhead light for the hood area. It does have a new battery in it. This battery is new January 2011, so just a few months old. No, sorry, November 2011. So just a few months old. 6-liter gas motor, 300 horsepower stock. This transmission was rebuilt. Reverse gear went out on it, and we had our transmission shop that we always use rebuild it, make it stronger. They put in, I think, a stronger torque converter, stronger pump, stiffened up the shift points, and we almost always use the tow haul mode in this truck. As I said, it weighs 9,000 pounds empty, and that's as much as most pickups with a trailer on the back or a big load in the bed. And this truck's pretty much never empty. There's really no point in it being empty. It's built to work, and so nice and cold in here. So what we do with it is have the tow haul mode on. It increases the RPMs for each shift point, and it locks the torque converter and makes it all last longer. Twin fuel tanks. There's one side saddle inside the frame here, and one across the back. Does not carry a rear tire or a spare tire. You'll see also back here, this truck has the Timbren load handling load adjust springs. These are solid rubber springs to take care of the stock bumpers, and what they do is a really nice job of acting as an overload when you get so much weight in the truck that you're approaching the max. They come in and help out your stock springs for load carrying. You're seeing some dust from, it's really dry here, some dust from the road, gravel road falling off. But there is giant anti-sway bar, stock exhaust. You can see the Timbren load handling springs there in the rear. I'm not sure the specifications on this pump. I know that it dumps what we put in it and it works well. not sure what the ratings are on it. Been a good problem-free truck for us, with the exception of the when the transmission went out. We had to replace a battery in it. We may have had to probably replace 2 batteries in it, most likely. We've done brakes on it. I can't remember what all. I know we've replaced some rotors and so forth, but I can't tell you the exact miles of what's left and what's on it, unfortunately. Should have that recorded somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Let me take a drive in it. Turn the AC down a little bit. It's getting too cold in here. Tow haul mode is this is about 1/5 throttle, very light throttle. In here it's got a little bit of an exhaust leak, just a tiny little tick. Don't have plates or insurance on it currently for driving around, so I'm just gonna cruise it back. That's a quick 0 to 50. That was about 3/4 throttle. That ride's nice and smooth for what it is, especially when you put some load in it. Get 1,000 or 2 pounds in it and it really smooths out.